Okay, kids, today we have ourselves a Saab. This is just a really crusty Saab wagon 9.5, I think it is. Yeah, just an old Saab 9.5. Pretty filthy and just been sitting here for a long time. Anyway, we've been tasked with the replacement of the fuel rail. Don't know what was supposed to be wrong with this one. Wasn't my diagnosis, wasn't my call. We're replacing all the fuel injectors. Apparently there's something wrong. This has the 2.3 liter turbo. 2 liters might be very similar. I don't really know that. Anyway, point of this video is we're showing how to disconnect fuel rails. This is actually fuel lines. This actually applies to a lot of cars that have these style fuel fittings. They're just a simple little barb. Now, on these, what you're going to discover is on the fuel rail, there's these goofy little winged things. When you actually get then the metal line will come out of there. You're like, what the hell is this rubber thing? This is just a simple little rubber plug that prevents corrosion from building up inside there. There are 4 barbs on the inside of this. GM was using these things for a while back, and I've seen them on other stuff over the years, usually fuel related. But anyway, the problem you run into is on the fuel rail, there's this nipple, which is not which is what you got to disconnect from, and then there's this one. So what happens is, say you have the correct tool. Now I've got all sorts of different versions of these tools. I've got this thing. This thing's actually surprisingly effective frequently. Although I've had to like file the edge of this down so it was sharper for various jobs. And you have to have a whole assortment of different types of things. These are just cheap AutoZone bullshit, but they for the most part actually work okay. I've had to file the edge of this one down so that it's a little bit more of a point. Without modifying the tool, sometimes you run into a situation where, because of the double flare, see this little lip right here on this fuel rail, you can't get the tool in both sides. So as we can see here, what I've done is I've actually used 2 tools. That way you can grab one half, and because you can't clamp this one down because of this barb right here, you just physically cannot get it in there. You do a second one on the other side, and this thing should come right off. I'm going to set the phone down 1 second here, and hopefully you guys will get to see this. Or something. I don't know what you'll get to see. We'll see what happens here. Wish me luck. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. I believe it's going to work. Ta-da! With minimal actual real effort. I found it was easier to swing the fuel rail out. Ooh, look at that nasty gas. And like I said, I don't know what's wrong with these old fuel injectors, but they're going bye-bye. It was easier to swing them out than try and disconnect them on the vehicle, just to get the clearance. So hopefully this video will help somebody someday disconnecting changing out the fuel rail on their Saab, or changing out the fuel injectors, because you got to pull the whole rail to get the injectors out. Now, were this my choice, this would get all new O-rings and whatnot, but not my call, not my car. I'm just here to make a fast $50. Peace out, bitches.